Okay, I don't know the name of this block. I think it's called a 10-minute block, but I'm not quite for sure. But this is my goal, is to make a quilt with this. So I have cut out a whole bunch of 4.5-inch blocks. I have a bunch of different colors here. I just took material and I just cut them out. These right here just got like one or two, but all these other ones has more. So we're going to mix all these up with these and see how many we can get like this. And hopefully we can get enough to make us a real pretty quilt. And I don't know where the cat is. Maybe we might find her later. I hope. Okay, let's get started on showing you how to make this block. We're going to get us some pieces here. This is a green. It looks black, but it's a green. So we're going to get us 4 of these. And let's go with different color this time. Uh-oh. It didn't cut all the way through. We got it. Okay. We're going to get us 4 of these colors. And now we're going to get us one from over here. So I think I'm going to go with this one right here this time. We are going to take this block. We are going to fold it in half and finger press it. We're going to set it the folded in on the inside like this. And then we're going to stick this block right on top of it, and we're going to get them even. Then we're going to take and we're going to put us a pin in it to hold it right there. Now we're going to go to the sewing machine and we're going to sew across this way. So I'll meet you at the sewing machine. Okay, we are going to just sew this straight down that way. And we're going to cut it off. Okay, this is what it's going to look like. So now we want to take and we want to open this up like this. We're going to take our next block and we are going to do the identical same thing to it. I think I'm going to take that folded side and slap it there. And we're going to do the same thing. So I'll be back. Okay, we have our block sewed and it looks like this. Let's get rid of these threads. I like the thread, but I don't like it in my way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to open it up like this, and we're going to take this middle block, if we can, and we are going to open it up. Let's put our seams together, and we want to put one seam on one side and one seam on the other side. And then we want to pin it. Now we want to take this one, and we want to make sure we don't sew none of this little pocket in that. So if you want to pull it down, pull it down. Then we're going to line this one up over here on this side, and we're going to pin it. Then we're going to come over here and do the same identical thing over here. Now, I know it doesn't look straight and all, but you're going to sew it down this way and then you're going to come this way. But it will turn out flat. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. Okay, here is the unveiling. See here how it opens up? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take these little corners and we're going to roll them back like this, and we are going to pin them down. All the way around. Now when you sew this, get closest to the edge right here as you can. So when I get that done, then I'll bring it back. Or here, I can show you on this one. See how close I got it on this edge here? That's the way we need to do it. So I'm going to do a bunch of them, and then I'll see you throughout. I am at my sewing machine, and lo and behold, there she is, sleeping under my sewing machine. I knew we would find her. I started being able to cut all them apart. She moved, and now she is here. I'm going to make her move anyway, or just work around her. But that didn't last too long. Now did it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Well, just about all of them have a green on it. There's a few of them that does not have the green. But we can survive it, and we're going to finish them. All I have is this right here left to turn this up on these right here blocks. And then, I don't know, we'll see from there. Okay, now that we've got them all done, now we need to square them up. So we need to square them up to 8 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little past my 8 here, and I'm going to trim it. Oh, I didn't get it. I hate when that happens. Then I'm going to turn it. I got to get that little bit off this pestering me. Just that little tiny bit. Okay. Then we're going to put it on the 8 mark here and the 8 mark down here. 8 and the 8. It's wanting to turn on me. And then we're going to trim it. And we're going to get them all the same size. So, that is my next step. So we're going to get busy and get that done. Okay, we have it all done. And this is the way that I figured I would lay it out. I think it looks pretty. I like it. And that right there, black and white, just brings out all them colors. And I can't help it. But this is green. It's a pretty green. So, and this one right here is not white. It's a pink color with like a purple flower on it. So, it looks funny. But look at it. I like the way the green showed up, the way I done the green. And the only block that I got left over is that one, and the green is in the middle. So that right there is going to be my pillow. But other than that, I am happy with it. So now we got to get ready and stick them all together. And I'll see you throughout. Okay, I've got all these trimmed, and here's the garbage that I got. Not that much at all, is there? So we're going to throw that in our bucket with a pillow. And this is the color I thought that I would use for the back. So I think I'm going to get started, and I'm going to trim all the backing out and get that started. So let's get busy. Okay, I am ready to start sewing. I have the back, the batting, and everything laid out. The only thing that I don't have is these pieces that goes in between them. But other than that, I think this is the way I want to lay it out. If not, then I think it's going to be too late because I'm going to start sewing it. But earlier, whenever I put the text, I'm going to do the bottom. See how I got the 4 green up there, and I got the 4 green down here. Before I had that one right there where it was at, and then I had this one over here where that one's at. So I changed them around. And I think this right here would be a whole lot better pattern layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sewing them here in a minute. And, well, let's see, what time is it? Nope, I think I'm going to go to bed, because it's 4:38 a.m. And then, tomorrow, I'll get started on it. That's what I woke up to this morning. That is in the floor. And now, I have to work on it again. Okay, now that I got it all straightened out, we're going to grab our first block and our first side piece. Now what we're going to do, we are going to turn this one this way, and we are going to pin it down corner, corner, and in the middle. Then we're going to turn it over. We're going to put our back piece on, and then our batting on. Then we're going to pin it from corner to corner and in the middle. Now we're going to take it to the sewing machine, and we're going to sew it from here down here. Okay, we got it sewed on. We want to make sure we don't have no fiber fill showing anywhere. Now we want to take and we want to pin this side down. It keeps the batting in the back to where it doesn't bulk up in the back. Like, see, when you hold it like this, how this right here bulks up, this keeps it kind of flat back there. And we want to do this side the same way. So we're going to end up with this. Now we want to go and want to sew right down in here, right through here. That's where we want to sew at. Okay, once we get this sewed on, we want to take and turn this backwards. We want to make sure our 2 greens are together. Then we want to pin these 2 together. Alright, then we're going to take it to the sewing machine. We're going to sew this. Now make sure that this is laying out and you don't sew it down. once we get that sewed on, then we have this piece. We need to lay this away. We need to fold this end over, and we need to pin it down to it. Don't want that side pinned to it. So we are going to fold it over and pin it down. Let me see if I can do it better this way. Got a pin that's bent. It don't want to go in. Okay. Now we want to take sew all the way down here. That's bubbly, and I don't like that. So, here we go on that. Okay, this is what it looks like. And we just keep on doing the next row. We put it on just the same way. And then we work on the second row the same way. So, I'll see you throughout. Okay, we are done with that. Now, we have these that we have to put in. So, we are almost done with this one. And believe it or not, I got my blocks right. Because sometimes I get confused. But I got it. And now I'm going to do those. Okay, I'm going to show you how to put the long one on as well. We want to start over here in one side. We want to get all three of them together. Then we want to grab the back. And then we want to grab just the batting. We do not want to sew this on yet. Okay? We want to line up. And then we want to pin it. All the way down. Get that right. Well, that right there looks pretty good. I like that. I like it when they look good. Well, okay. Now we want to go and sew all the way down this way with it. I'm afraid I'm going to lose that one, so I'm going to pull it up just a little bit. Fix my block. Seems like it moved on me. Okay. So, now I'm going to take it and sew it down, and I'll be back. Okay, I want to show you how to do this too. You take it and you fold it under. Then you take it and you pin it down all the way across. Isn't it something how you can take material and make something nice out of it, like a quilt? That's the way God's Word does. It takes all your bad things and it makes you change your lifestyle into things that are good for the Creator God and you. It's a really good lifestyle to live for Creator God and Jesus Christ. Okay, we are done with that. So we have the whole thing done except for the border. And I think it has turned out pretty. Now is the time where you need to cut any strings or get any strings off. We want to go ahead and do it now. And trim it up. And make it level. Like right here, we want to take it and get our ruler. And we want to level it up all the way down. So we have something to work with. We got a little bit right there that don't look good. There we go. I can handle that. And make it look good all the way around. And on top of this, when you do your quilt like this, you are cutting off all the strings that are laying there that you don't need anymore. Uh-oh. So, I'm going to continue this, and then I'll show you what kind of border we'll put on. Okay, on the sides, both sides is going to get this one right here, and you do it the same way, but on the ends you will fold this in like this and sew it together, a zigzag stitch. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. This right here is just is the same as this one. This one is bigger than any of them on here. This one is the small ones right here. The one down here at the end down here, it is the small ones like this, and this one is like that one. So, and we want to keep the back the same. So we have more strips on this to do it. Now we want to do these at this side and this side first before we even think about putting the sides on. So I am going to move these out of the way, and we are going to start on this one. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pin the front up. As soon as I find what I've done with my pins, we'll grab these. And we're going to pin this down on the layers, on the top layer. All the way across. Now we're going to need batting. So, let's get us some batting. And it looks like I'm going to have to trim some down. Is that going to work? No, it's too short. So let's get us some batting over here. Yes, I can get 2 out of this. And it is wide enough that I can cut it in half. 4 inches, and that's what I wanted, was 4 inches. So we're doing good on that. That takes the front and the back. Okay. I can't see the other side, so we're going to do this. And ta-da! Now, do it slow. Okay. I would come upon trouble, wouldn't I? But that is poor man sewing. You got to do what you gotta do, and you have fun doing it. It's all working out your problems so you know what you're doing. Now see, we got one bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that one for the very tip top. But now we have this one. So let's get our quilt back over here. Now we want to turn it over on the other side. We'll make sure that's laying down. And we want to, oh, look at there, there's things sticking up there. That's alright, we can handle it. Then we're going to go up. Then we're going to lay our batting down. And we're going to pin it. All the way across. Oh, that did not feel good, okay? Okay, now we need to trim some of that off. So we're going to grab our ruler here, and we're just going to whack it and get it out of the way. So now we take it to the sewing machine and we sew it on this side. Looks like it got took over while I was working on video editor. Okay, I have this one done and I have that one down there done. Now we want, when we go to trim it, we want to leave an inch right here. We do not want to sew this right now because we come up with something I think I'm going to like better. And we want to leave this like this. Now when we put the second ones on, right here, okay, right here on this side, we only want to sew it to right here. We don't want to go past this. So, and when we do it, we want to take it off and then sew this onto the rest of the side that's coming up. And I'll show you that when I get to it. But so far, this is what I got. Okay, I have it done all the way around. Now, what I was talking about is sewing this separate. You see how I got this together? And I done the back as well. Now, I need to sew all the way around right here. So I'm going to pin it all the way around like I showed you how to do it on these blocks. I'm going to do it like that, and then I'm going to sew it all the way around, and I'm also going to trim it, and then we'll be back. Okay, I have not done scallops this way before, but we are going to do scallops on this quilt. And I'll show you how we're going to do it. Now I've already trimmed and everything. So what we're going to do is we'll take our ruler, and from our seam line that we have, we are going to mark up an inch all the way up. Then we're going to take our scallop ruler and we are going to do the sixth one, because we have a small border here, and we're going to draw it on here. And I don't have a pin that'll go down inside of it, but I do know how to connect the dots. And on the corners here, I just continue it on around. And let's get us a line here. put a line down this way. There we go. So now we're going to put our line down this way. And we will draw our scallops on around. Let me find it. Okay, right there it is. And right there. Then right there is the rest of it. So there we go. Let me try this again. Didn't go through all the way. There we go. There we go. Connect the dots. So now we have a round of bend there. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut it out. And then, after I get it cut out, then we'll be back and I'll show you what else I'm going to do. Okay, I've got it cut out and I've got them pinned. Now, we're going to take it to the sewing machine. We're going to use a zigzag stitch, a close zigzag stitch, and I'm also going to put a red, tiny, small border on it. So, we are going to give it a try. Alright, we are done. Can you see? It looks good all the way around. I don't know anybody that has any babies, but this is a beautiful baby quilt. And I love the way the colors are. It looks old-fashioned. It's beautiful. And we also got a baby pillow out of it. I think that is so cute, that baby pillow. And it matches the back. And I like it. I love it. It's beautiful. And I am very pleased and happy with it. So, I hope you give it a try. Bye-bye.